if you not rocking Double R, cuz then you really not rocking.
Exactly. How y'all doing, man? We're back with another podcast.
Yes, sir.
With another podcast at Double.R.Podcast. You feel me? We had to do a little bit rebranding, right? So, I'm your host Rod, and I'm here with
Rico. You already know.
And we are back with a special guest, man. Funnywallie, man, an actor, social media comedian, skit maker,
Keep going.
all that good stuff, man. He is a great guy and a man of God.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
A man of God. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, you guys? My name is Wally. I was born in Jamaica and moved to New York, the Bronx. And from there, I moved to Florida, North Lauderdale. And from there, I just been bouncing around Broward. I'm an actor, director, creator, man of God, of course.
Yes, sir.
Videographer and photographer. You know, like really anything to do with film. I'm also a comedian. I try to
guy.
be.
Timothy.
I just like all around being.
Yeah.
creative.
So which one was your first route, man? You know, did you just start off as a videographer, or did you start off as a skit maker first?
I started off like making like funny skits first. You know, because like it just made me feel more comfortable because like, you know, like I used to be like very shy like, to myself, and like I felt like the only way I can really express myself is like through videos and just being on camera. You know what I'm saying? So I was just doing like funny videos, like comedy stuff. I wanted to be a comedian. I wanted to do stand up stuff like that.
Damn, what stand up comedian inspired you to want to do stand up?
At the time, Kevin Hart, then Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yes,
Facts.
that's
Dave
a fact.
Chappelle, Bernie Mac. Who else?
Bernie Mac is hilarious.
Very funny, bro.
He is hilarious.
Very funny.
Facts. A lot. Sheesh. And I'll say, dang, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Tracy Morgan?
No.
Cat
Richard
Williams?
Pryor?
Cat Williams.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
Cat Williams.
Cat,
There you
Cat.
go. Yeah, of course.
Kevin Hart was the Laugh at My Pain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a
Alright.
grown little man.
Yeah.
Gumma gumma, gumma gumma.
Yo, those
Everybody
were
was saying that back in school.
What?
Once that,
Yeah.
once that
You think it's a game?
yeah.
Heads in bed. Heads in bed.
Yo, those are the funniest shit. So, you know, so Kevin Hart basically got you into comedy. How was your first stand-up?
I actually did my first stand-up, I believe it was last year. I did my first stand-up, and, well, to my friends, they say it was great. And, you know, to my friends, they say it was great. It was only like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And, like, I would say to the crowd, I feel like they received it well. But to me, I was extremely anxious.
Damn.
So nervous that I went deaf.
Yeah?
Yeah, I couldn't hear them. I couldn't hear myself tell the jokes. I couldn't hear anything. I was just so nervous. I just shut off completely.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
so
just read out the jokes and walked off.
I just remember. I just relied on my material and just said it. But
I mean, but your material got you through though. If the fans and your friends, you feel me, they fucked with it.
yeah. But I
good,
feel like I didn't get the full experience because I don't know. That's the reason why I got into like acting and stuff, because like stage fright and like being around like big crowds, it wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah.
Does it
I feel you.
Does it make it easier to be behind the camera than in front of like a whole stage?
Yeah. Oh my God, I love
comfortable.
like being in front of the camera. I feel like I could be like who I want to be.
Yeah.
Be myself in front of everybody on the stage. Oh my gosh, I just want to run away.
Yeah.
Just ball up.
But the sense of being behind the camera, you have more control over how people perceive you, right? Because you put out what you want to put out, and you can edit it and make it look a certain way.
That too. I say that plays a part of it. I kind of feel like being in front of like a crowd or being on stage is almost like they're looking at like me like make me laugh. Like do it right now. Like you supposed to make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like being in front of the camera is like free will. Like
You control the narrative.
Yeah.
Is it because like you could do many different takes as well too?
That too. That too. I say that probably plays a part of it. Yeah. Like, oh, no, I ain't like that. I could redo it.
Yeah.
There's no redos on stage, really.
There's not.
There isn't.
Once it's over, it's over.
Yep.
Once you lost the crowd,
you
you
folded,
lost them.
you folded.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Did you had?
Yeah, I was gonna say something. So with you being, I imagine like being able to be a filmmaker and stuff like that, it's easier for you to kind of convey your vision to the audience, right? Because if you tell a joke, not everybody will have the imagery of the joke like you're telling, right?
Yeah.
But if you film it, you can edit it or put like a certain lighting or certain effects in it to add like King Vader, right? If he were to tell you about two people fighting and stuff like that, you wouldn't necessarily see it as how you see it when you're watching his videos, right? You could see the action, you could see the kind of the little things he does to make his videos, right?
Yeah.
I'll say it depends. I feel like if you're good at telling a story, you're good at telling a story.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say like telling jokes and being on camera. I guess like being on camera, I could be more dramatic with everything. But like even then, like some people still won't like understand what I recorded or what I filmed. Some people may watch it and still don't get it, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than me explaining it to them, so I guess like it's just all on the person receiving it, how they are, how they process things.
I got you. That makes sense.
Did you go to school for any of this?
I went to technically 3 acting schools. That's it. I didn't do film school. I did drama, in high school for like 1 semester, and then I just like didn't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
But
what school did you attend, and how was that?
I went to for acting. I went to the Green Room Studios. I was in Boca.
Okay.
The studio, which is in Orlando.
Yeah.
And I actually can't remember the last class. I feel like it was at Broward College. But I can't remember if that was a get together or. Yeah, I don't even count that. So I would say two acting schools. Yeah.
Did any of those schools you feel like were like a ripoff, or they like, actually you got what you paid for?
Well, the Green Room Studio, I got what I paid for. Like, I loved it. I'm actually gonna go back to it. You know, I'm gonna go back in the beginning of the year. That was like the best that I've attended so far.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna say like a ripoff. I just feel like there's better teachers than others.
Yeah.
There's teachers that are more patient, or there's teachers that actually care about the craft that they're teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Oh man, what tools would you need to become a content maker when you first like start?
Man, that's a good question. I'll say one, you gotta love what you're doing. You gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
To like, no matter what happens, you're going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say like, do not wait till you have what you think you need to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need that expensive camera. If you have your phone, start right now with your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then work your way up to like the cameras and the lights and everything that you know what I'm saying. But I feel like as long as you have an idea and you believe in that idea, that's the first step. You know what I'm saying?
What's my bad, I don't mean to cut you off.
Good.
What's the difference between, at least in your perspective, what's the difference between a camera on a phone versus a camera an actual Sony camera? Like, because I know you've seen a new iPhone 14 coming out.
Oh my God, beautiful.
That don't look crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is it like, if you have the iPhone 14 and you're recording a video, do you need a camera? Or do you just get it for the aesthetic?
For me, the camera, I can control a lot more. Like, I feel like with a camera, it helps me, like, if I want to adjust the exposure a certain way, or like I want to focus it a certain way, or like I could just do it right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I just have more control over the camera than where like the iPhone, I feel like is very just like standard for anybody to use.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a camera, you can kind of like input your personality to the settings.
Facts.
So like if this is the way you shoot your films, your camera is gonna be fitted for you to do that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But the iPhone cameras are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
you can still work, especially the 14. Like I've
Yeah.
seen some like the footage. Like jeez.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you gonna get it?
I want to.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to get
I do
it.
too.
To be honest.
That deep purple. Ooh, I ain't
Thing
gonna
is
lie.
Chris.
I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all just
bro.
ready to throw your money. Here's my money. Here's
Yeah.
my money.
Yeah.
Here's
Take
my
it.
It's like
Take
we're only buying it for the camera. We're not. We don't care about anything else.
I mean, what else could they possibly upgrade more on the iPhones? Like,
No teleportation.
give us more
Facts.
emojis.
Unsend messages.
What? Facts. Facts. That's a big one. That's a big one.
No, you need that.
No, for real.
Especially in the group chats when you want to unsend some shit. You
Yeah,
send,
yeah. Everyone unsend.
Yeah. So starting off as like, someone that's trying to make content or a filmmaker, what are some of the editing tools that you use first to edit some of your videos? Or like, what should someone use when they're first getting into it?
First getting into it, use what you have. Like
Mhm.
when I first started, I was using iMovie, and like, I ran iMovie thin. You know what I'm saying? Until I started like my ideas started getting like bigger and bigger. Like, dang, I'm like, all right, I want to make this person teleport, but I want to make a whole teleportation effect. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, iMovie couldn't provide that for me anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, now I got to get into something else. You know what I'm saying? So I was downloading like a whole bunch of apps, and it wasn't just doing it for me. So I ended up getting a computer.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Actually, my homeboy bought me my first, he bought me my MacBook.
Oh, that's lit.
So yeah, for my birthday. So
That's
he was
lit.
like, he bought it for me, and then that's when I downloaded Adobe Premiere Pro,
Mm-hmm.
and I just went crazy from there because it's like I kind of felt like my ideas started becoming like limited because I was using iMovie.
Yeah, there's only so much you could do on there.
Yeah, but when you first starting,
Mhm.
like I think working iMovie and then continue to move on, you're gonna just pick up on things and find it like easier to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of all like plays into each other. And I also I'm gonna start using Final Cut Pro as well.
Okay.
You know, even though I kind of feel like it's just like Final Cut Pro is kind of like to me it's like simpler.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I need simple editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to have like a whole bunch of stuff. Like some projects I don't need like this limitless ideal.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes I just need to put together something and then be able to edit it quickly and efficiently, you know?
Sometimes you probably get like a wandering eye when you got so much stuff to choose
Yeah.
out of. Like, I want to try this effect. I want to try this effect. And you just trying to try them all, you know?
And then you're just there for hours.
Exactly.
You get overstimulated.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot. So how do you come up with some of your materials?
Well, like, I say God gives it to me.
Yeah.
God gives it, like, because, like, I kind of feel like my biggest, like, my gift that God gave me is, like, my imagination.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I could just turn, like, simple things into, like, whole ideas or, like, crazy ideas or, like, random ideas. And, like, and I just be thinking, like, dang, God, thank you. Sometimes I have to, like, when I feel like you know, writer's block,
Yeah.
I have to sit here and pray, or I write in my journal, like I write to God, and then He'll just drop it on me, like, like do this, you know what I'm saying, or do that, or do this, you know what I'm saying. Or
Yeah.
sometimes I just be like wandering off because like my brain, I overthink a lot, and that's like all around situations. So like my brain wanders off, and then it just like, oh, that should be an idea.
Yeah.
Or like I'll say, or like just experiences that I've been through, or I just watch something or just have an interaction with somebody and be like, dang, this should be a video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just write it down in my notes, and then I'll come back later and then add on to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's not
really
bad.
dope.
So, who's your favorite director right now?
my favorite director right now is Jordan Peele.
Why?
Like,
You mess with Nope?
yeah. Oh, I love Nope.
You like Nope?
I love Nope. You know, I know a lot of people have been talking about it, saying
Yeah.
like they didn't really like
Yeah,
it.
there was like the alien ain't look like an alien or something.
Yeah,
Like that. I didn't even watch it.
I haven't yet to watch it.
Yeah,
I love
I
Nope.
gotta. We gotta go see
He's
it.
2 for 2 right now for me because
Yeah.
the 2 first movies he dropped, I really liked them.
And, see, and here's
Get
the
Out
thing,
and,
like I feel like people went off those 2 movies and was like expecting this to be like the third movie, like
the trilogy.
yeah. I feel like if you're gonna watch this, go in it with an open mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even think about this like, oh, I'm watching a Jordan Peele movie. Think of it as like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. They put too much expectations on them.
Yeah. Not even expectation. They just like expect, like, say if Kevin Hart dropped a movie, you're gonna expect it to be funny.
Yeah.
And then when it's not funny, it's like not what you were hoping for.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
get
I feel
upset.
like people are acting like. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people like expected this movie to be super deep. You feel me?
Yeah.
Even though he has a lot of subliminals in there, when you go back and like,
Yeah,
watch
watch
it, he
it.
has a lot of subliminals.
Yeah.
Like after this, I could send you like. I know you watched it.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
After
watched
you
it.
guys watch it, let me know. I'm gonna send you like this TikTok video of
See what we
kind of
missed.
breaking it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of subliminals in it. But like, really, like me, like studying him and like watching a whole bunch of interviews when he explained it, like, you just think of it as you going to watch Jaws
Yeah.
or like a predator like hunting his prey type thing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. He surprised me, man. Cause honestly, when I was watching Key and Peele, I did not think he was capable of this type of content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
I
did
hear
not
a
see
lot.
that
I hear
coming.
that too, but
Yeah,
for some reason, like I kind of saw it. Like in Key and Peele, he would play like these dark roles sometimes,
Yeah.
and you'd be like hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I seen it. I was like, oh yeah, now he definitely. When he started going into like the thrillers, and I was like, oh yeah, definitely.
I keep remembering like when I used to think of Jordan Peele and like what he used to do, and I think of Key and Peele.
Slap
I keep remember slap ass, and
Yeah.
I said,
Carlitos, man, watch out. Oh, I'm loco.
I'm
man.
loco. Yeah.
No, you're not loco. No, homie,
I'm
watch
loco.
it. That shit was funny.
There's an elefante in the room. This man.
Yo, so those were some of the best, man.
But that's transformation, bro, and I guess that's what you love to see in people, like to see where he was at like 4 or 5 years ago to where
Yeah.
he's at now. You can see the change. Like people look at Jordan Peele and they don't even think of him as a comedian anymore. Like he's like a real director. Like
yeah.
people want to be in his movies type stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool, man.
It definitely is. So,
Yeah.
what do you have in the works right now, man?
Right now, actually, that's funny because I just got done filming today.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm working on my first short film.
Yeah.
It's like for my series. Like every October, I do a series called Walloween. Like you know, get Wally.
Oh yeah, Halloween coming soon.
So
Oh
like,
yeah.
this year, this October, I rented out a movie theater. You know what I'm saying?
Big boy
actually,
shit. Big shit.
Shout out to my boy Vince right here.
Yeah.
He actually
We got Vince in the back.
Yo,
We
bro, this
see you,
man.
Vince.
Hold on, this man's a real nigga. I'm telling you, like,
Yeah.
he sees my vision. He saw my dream run. He's like, yo, I'm gonna support you, and you know, he actually like pay for it. Like,
Damn.
I'm gonna
Oh
help
man.
you rent it out and stuff like that. So like, we rented out a theater and
That's
like
some
we're
real
selling
shit.
tickets for everyone to come watch it like a movie and like, get the movie experience. But it's my
That's
first short
nice.
film. Been filming since like
How much
August.
are the tickets, man?
Yeah, I'm trying
let
to-
the
I'm
people
trying to
know how
get
much
in
the
on that.
tickets. Cause we trying to see it.
I'm trying to get in on that.
That information is gonna be put out soon. Like, most likely by like October like 1st, like between the 1st and the 7th, we can get all that information down.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
do you have like a date for the film?
Well, I'm aiming for the 14th
Okay.
of October for like everyone to come watch it. But like I said, it's still kind of like in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely this October, the movie theaters.
Bro, that's gonna be
Okay.
dope.
Yeah.
We gotta
That's it.
see that. We gonna we
And
we
it's gonna be
support you.
scary,
We gonna be
right?
there.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
scary.
it's a horror film.
Yeah.
I'm be like, don't go in that room. Run. You know how
It's
to-
Wally.
Nah, that's gonna be dope though, man. That's good things, man.
Facts.
You going up, bro. So how much attention has Walloween been getting? Because I know you said you do one every year.
Yeah.
Have you noticed a climb since like from the first time you've done it to now?
Yeah, actually, I have. When I first did it, I think the first time was kind of like the first time I did it was off my phone.
Yeah.
So I was like filming on my phone. Well, climb as in like people like recognizing it. I can't really tell you. I try not to really like look at it too much.
Yeah.
You know, but like my progression and like me and my team's progression is like we became like way more professional. You know, our ideas are like becoming more limitless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like we're just like locking in a lot more. We're taking it a lot more serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first one was shot off my phone.
Yeah.
Shot off my phone. We did it like one take. You know what I'm saying? Barely any editing because we didn't have no softwares and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think that was like 2020. You know, But like over the years, like it started getting like better and better and better.
Yeah.
Like we started like amazing ourselves. You know, I do want to say shout out to my best friend Tyler. He's like him, and I want to say shout out to Amina, because like they're kind of like my co-directors, assistant directors. Like they help me like record, you know, set up the scenes. Like I tell them my ideas. Like we kind of break it down so it's like filmable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just like my team all together, like just like pushes me and supports me, and like we just work together so well, like so much chemistry. That's where I see like the major growth from when I first started. And when we
do you have like a? I hear you talking about your team. Is it like a group? Like, do you guys have a name that you guys kind of go by?
Well, it's like a group of. These are like actually my close friends.
Yeah.
And like we're just a group of like talented people, like creatives. You know, we go by Epic. Every person is creative. But
Ooh, I like that. I like
every
that.
person is creative.
That's
facts.
Okay.
And then it's called Epic.
Yeah.
Y'all can't steal that. Y'all can't steal that.
It's trademark.
Trademark Wally.
Trademark.
But yeah, but like these are like my actual friends that I grew up with, like struggled with, like before we're like we even figured out like, oh dang, you're talented at this, and now we're like legit like family. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope, man. If you could go back in the future and speak to yourself, what would be the best advice that you could give yourself?
He mean if you could go back in the past.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said to the future.
I got you, bro.
I'll say everything that's happening is supposed to happen. So just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the cliche like, oh, God doesn't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
It's almost like that. Like every time you feel sad, every time this obstacle comes in your way, is all meant to mold you into the person you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like since I prayed and asked God to make me into the GOAT, make me a great person, make me great at directing everything, I believe that as soon as you pray to God, He answers your prayers and He aligns it in your timeline. The only thing is you never know when it's going to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't give you the time that it comes.
Yeah.
You know? So you should
You still gotta have faith.
Yeah, have faith, stay still, don't move, don't waver, don't move. I think I was just talking to my boy Vince today. I was like, I feel like because like I said, when I pray for it, I feel like it's automatically there. Like my success is inevitable.
Yeah.
The only thing is like I
Thanos.
can do stuff like me moving and not keeping my faith is just prolonging the success.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I feel like that's the same thing for anybody else. If your success is inevitable. It's just you moving. It's hard for God to ship the blessing to you.
Yeah.
Because you keep moving everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
So,
like
you and your crew, when you first started, it was just you. How did you find your crew, and how did you delegate different responsibilities to your crew? Was that comfortable for you at first, or was that?
I'm gonna start. How I found my crew?
Yeah. One Piece.
God, you know what? God gonna be like, dang, like it's a God, bro. But this is, bro. I can't express it enough how like everything aligned up.
Yeah.
First, like, cause like first it was like me and my best friend Tyler. You know what I'm saying? And like, he had a close friend to him, which is like his name is Smiles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me and him didn't even like each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off rip, it was just like, oh, like we hear about each other. Like, man, I don't even want to hear about bro. Like, no, for real. Like, and we never even met. So it was just like, bro, I don't like him. He don't like me.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Just because of like how Tyler used to talk about me to him and him to me. You're like, man, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know what I'm saying? God allowed something to happen. And then the man literally just called, like, me and him were like giving my boy Tyler advice one day. And we were just hearing how we talked. And it was like, bro, we kind of like on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then one day, I ain't gonna lie, I was like depressed.
Yeah.
Like, for like a week straight, I just stayed in my room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I had just went through like a breakup.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like a week straight, I just stayed in my room, just laid in bed, wasn't eating or nothing.
Yeah.
I get a phone call, you feel me? And it's like from my best friend Tyler. I answer it, and it's my boy Smiles. Right? He's like, yo, like, Wally, you should come hang out with us. We're eating pizza.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't like bro. Like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm straight. For real.
We're going to have to beat him by fingers, bro. We're going to have
And
to
then
beat him
I
by
hang
fingers.
up. You feel me? I lay
No,
in
you
there. Yeah.
So wait. So what was the reason you just like, because you said you never talked to him or anything, y'all just didn't like each other. Is it you guys didn't like each other because both of y'all were best friends with Tyler at the time?
That probably could be, but it was more so like hearing like
trying to stay my homie, bro.
Not even. It's like it's like, oh, like, all right, so say you Tyler and you introducing me to your boy. The way it was like, oh, like, oh, he on that, like, he can fade and he da da da. Like, and it's like bigging him up, and I'm like, cuz, like, you know what I do, like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like. But mind you, he's doing the same thing to him. He's like, oh, Wally can fade and da-da-da. He's like talking to him about fighting and this and that.
So
and he's like, so he's like, what you trying to say? Like,
I can't fight.
Yeah. So then it was just like,
been on that.
Yeah. So it was just like us being like high testosterone.
Yeah. That's what it is.
But then it's like, after I hung up, I was just like, man, let me get out the room, because I've been in here for like 7 days.
Yeah.
And I went there and I met him. Then I was like, that was my bro. Like, that's like. Boy.
You can't have no beef with somebody called Smiles. You know what I'm saying? Because he always smiles.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
How could you be mad at somebody like that?
For real.
There's no way.
But like, I met him. Then us three moved into they moved into my house because I was staying by myself at the time. They moved in with me.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just like people, like my whole, like the group I have now just started coming, like person after person after person.
Yeah.
And then we just stayed in, locked in, and like looked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like, plus, and like my boy Melvin, I knew him since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like going to Camp Renegade. And then he was like in Texas at the time. And so he slid back down to Florida. And then
what is Camp Renegade?
Oh, you don't know what Camp Renegade? It was like a daycare. It was like a daycare. Yeah, it's like a daycare that was in Springs. They have multiple locations, but at Springs.
Oh, okay.
You remember at Hunt, like the bus used to
after
come.
School,
yeah,
they used
the
to
bus.
pick you up.
Yeah,
I always wanted to know where y'all went, because I just walked straight home.
We went to camp.
Weezos didn't believe in no goddamn camp. Nigga, walk your ass to home right after school. Unless the school told you to stay, there ain't no camp. I was like, damn, my heart always getting on the bus.
Yeah, it was a daycare, bro.
So I wanted to ask you, bringing that up. How did you develop your stage name? What made you change from Mahal to Wally?
I have multiple names, like from, like, the ones I can remember. I went from I think Mahal, but like, to be honest, like, I just didn't want to be called my name. Cause I'll say, like, if I could be a little deep at the time. At the time, I ain't really like myself. Like when I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to create like my own like superhero for myself. Like,
got you.
When people hear this name or see this person, it just brings them comfort. It makes them want to laugh. It makes them want to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at first I would call myself like bruh too funny comedy kid, and I was like, nah, these are lame.
Bruh too
So
funny.
then people in my neighborhood, like growing up, like someone called me, I think my boy who's like locked up right now for him, he called me Groove. You know what I'm saying? So it was like Groove for a second, and then I changed it to Wallow, and I was like, nah, I ain't hitting.
Yeah.
And then I remember like doing a freestyle in the room, and I was like, hey, I'm Wally the Sheep. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then when I said that, I was like, hold on now. I done did something now. And like watching the movie Wally too, I just connected with it.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope. You were able to just develop your name like that. And you talked about, kind of being stuck in your house. How did you work on that mental aspect of that depression? Did your homeboys help you get out of that? Or was there another way you got out of that?
Well, like now, like the people I'm surrounded with, they help me like tremendously. But like before, it was just like me like trying to talk to God all the time, and like I picked up journaling. Like that helped me a lot, and like just I don't like finding my purpose and focusing on like finding my purpose at that time. It was like that's what really helped, and I was playing football too.
Yeah.
So it was like I had something to focus on other than like what was going on in my head and going on around me.
Okay. That's good. So
I got a question for you. So what I noticed is like a lot of people who play football have that stage fright, right? Like you were telling me, like I play football and I had stage fright as well, to a certain extent, right? Because you always have the helmet over your face. Nobody can see you if you make a mistake or whatever. They just be like, "Hey, get 23 out of there. He stinks." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they can't put a face or a number to the face.
Yeah.
Right? How do you think that affected you in like your progression to kind of stepping out of that shell?
Well, I'll say like with football, I was always nervous. I was always anxious until like the first hit.
Yeah.
Until I got hit, like always the first play, like it just shuts off, cause it's almost like this is what I need to be focused on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the next play.
Yeah, like oh nah, like after I get hit, I'm like oh yeah, nah. This is I don't care what they see. I don't care how I look. We need this W.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like competitive.
Yeah, but like I say like yeah, that helped me a lot, you know. And then like at some point where like you make more plays and you make bigger plays, you really can't hide. Like your number and your jersey like is recognized. You know what I'm saying? How you really is recognized. So like, it slowly helped me a lot, to be honest.
Outside of your team, does your parents support what you do? Or your family members? Come from Jamaica.
And,
I'm pretty sure similar like being Haitian. So
no, facts. Like Caribbean household, like they
You gotta be a doctor.
not understand that at all.
no.
You know what I'm saying? At first it was just like, hey man, you like it used to be like, oh all of us did sports, why you not doing any sports? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, hey, you too big to be just sitting around here. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, all right, bet. I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go try to play sports. So I went to play for Chargers.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
I got ran over, I quit. I got ran over. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, look. And at the time I was like, I grew up with like Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
At the time he was at the Charger practice, bro. He watched me get run over. And that boy was clowning me. I was like, you know what, that's a bet.
This is not for me.
I forgot. I think his name was Coach Carter. It was one of the coaches. Like they came to my house. He's like, "Oh, come play. We need you." I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So then it's like that, and then like, oh, like my mom's like, "Oh, you need to like go to school.
Yeah.
Like you need to go to school. This and that." And I'm like, you know what, like, but but I was still making videos.
Yeah.
I was making videos like. Or like that, you know what I'm saying? But I guess they ain't really like take it seriously. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so like, and there'll be times like, you know, I'll tell my mom like, hey, record for me, and like she'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But like they'll be like, they don't like, it's hard to explain. Like they'll throw like, how it doesn't matter how much it is. Like, oh, you trying to go to school? Here's $5,000, go to school. You feel what I'm saying?
They'll
but
support
it's
you monetary.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, I'm trying to work on this project thing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you a grown man, figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it's like, it was a time where like, I ain't gonna lie, me and my mom were going at it all the time.
Damn.
Because I wasn't you know what I'm saying? My mom kicked me out because I dropped out of school.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand
They didn't believe in your vision.
I got a little short story. I remember I told my mom I wasn't going to college, boy. She grabbed a chair and almost threw it at me. Almost threw it at me. But she's like, what? You're not going to school? They don't play about that. The Marlins parents don't play about you not going to school.
For the long, like, I faked going to college.
Yeah?
Yeah, so like, all right, so you know when you sign up for Broward College, you can pick out like the classes, right? So I just like picked the classes out and just left it on the screen. And I went to my mom, was like, you see, like, look, I got this is my classes, my schedule, this and that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then in the morning, I'll just go straight to my homeboy house, sit there and vibe the whole day. It was like, all right, it's time to come home. I come back home with a backpack and everything. Like, she was at high school.
Oh, shit.
Until one day she came in the room and she was like, she was just staring at me. You know what I'm saying? And every time she come and stare at me, I was like, bro, something wrong.
Yeah.
They know it.
You know what I'm saying? So
She's on to me.
She was like, hey, are you in school? I was like, yeah. And she was like, let me see your classes. And I was like, all right. So she was like, go ahead, log into your account.
Yeah.
I logged in. I gave her the computer. And then she looked at it. She handed it back to me, and she was like, you didn't sign up for those classes. I was like, bro. And the thing is, like, I'm riding it. I'm riding it. I know she's on. I don't care. I'm riding it.
You gotta go with the lie.
Yeah. I was like, what you mean?
Too
like,
deep in.
She was like, you didn't submit it. You didn't add these classes. You didn't buy them. I was like, oh, for real?
I thought I was.
Yeah.
What class
She
have I
was
been
like,
going
so
to?
where you been going this whole time? I was like, I was like, yeah.
You gave up.
Oh,
You folded.
No, and the thing is, like, and at that time, me and my mom was fight like every day.
Yeah.
So then she was just like, you know what? She just said that. She was like, it's all right. So she walked away. I was like, dang, like she took it. She actually like took it easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man,
That's
I came
what you
home.
think.
All my stuff was packed up.
Yeah.
No.
I left
what you
the
think.
next day. Came back. Everything was packed up.
Damn. Where did you go from there, man?
She made me go to my dad's house.
What he say?
Like at the time, I just kind of met my dad.
Okay.
But it was just like, hey, son.
I know that shit was weird.
yeah.
That was
It was
weird.
just like, hey, was that that?
Yeah.
Like
You
me,
know?
because I'm not close with my dad, so it's hard for me to even call him dad. You know what I'm saying? So, because I be feeling like that's a stranger. I remember one time I got in trouble at school, and my mom was like, "I'm gonna call your dad so he can come talk to you." And in my head, I'm like, "Call that nigga."
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
like
What are you gonna do?
Wait, you talk to him?
Who is
Exactly,
he?
exactly.
Yeah, it was kind of like the same thing for me. It's weird. It's weird because like it's normal calling my dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's like hard calling my mom.
Mm.
So like growing up, my mom used to tell me like, call me like her name.
Yeah.
Oh,
instead,
gotcha.
of the mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like me saying mom is like,
It's
like,
a little
it's
weird.
weird. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But now I do it because like I have my little sisters and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and I want them to call her mom because I don't want to break that like barrier of like
Yeah.
this is your mom. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like mom.
How is the relationship with your mom now?
Like I'll say like since she had like my siblings, it's better.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
she
good.
bro.
views it differently.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
You gonna have her come to the movie?
Oh, I mean, if she can, I'd love for her to come. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
We love when they support, man. You love.
I
when
be
they-
trying to get them like to like realize like, bro, this is what I do. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, if she could come, I would love for her to come so she could see like, oh snap, like my son actually like,
Yeah, this
It's on a
actually
movie.
good.
yeah, this is
screen.
what you're. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even now I'm still trying to prove to them like, this is what I'm doing.
You tell
and
her.
I'm gonna make it in this and like.
You tell
Yeah.
her, Ma, I got a film playing in the movies. She was like, in the movies? Yes. In the
Nah,
movies.
they're not going to.
No, they're not gonna go for it.
They're not gonna bite it.
Nah. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe my mom,
Mhm.
cause I was in a Gatorade commercial.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
You what?
Yeah, I was in the Gatorade commercial acting as the lead role. And,
Oh snap!
yeah, and I told my mom, and she was mad excited for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I told my grandma, cause like my mom and my grandma raised me.
Yeah.
So I told my grandma, and she's just like, "Oh, you're gonna get paid?" And I'm like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? It's like about to be the biggest check I ever got from
Yeah.
working any job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, my grandma looked at it. She was like, "Oh, you should be in school." And I'm just like, I was like,
Dream
Change
crusher,
everybody.
bro.
I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
Dream
You know what I'm
crusher,
saying?
bro.
But like my mom's like more on the lighter side. Like I can see that she's like now she's like trying.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's good. So man, let's get into outside of the creator, the actor. How's the love life for Wally, man? What the lady saying for you, man?
What y'all saying? Nah.
You in the market?
What you am I single?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm single.
Ladies, he's in the
Boy,
market.
ready to mingle.
He ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. He going downtown Fort Lauderdale tonight. Meet
Oh
me.
no. But yeah, I'm single. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Would you? Are you? Do you think you're like a person that's made to be? Because not everybody's like this. A person that's made to be single. Like you like the freedom of being single, or do you like being in a relationship?
It's funny because I kind of just learned that about myself. Because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I kind of been like back-to-back relationships. So like,
Yeah.
So like me being single now, I'm actually like embracing being single. Not
Yeah.
I know when some people say that, I mean like, oh yeah, I'm greasing every female. Nah, I'm not doing that. You
He's
feel me?
capping. He's
know,
greasing
bro.
everybody now.
I don't get no play. They always be texting me back. But but it's like I realized like when I was in a relationship, I was always like focused on trying to be great.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I wasn't focused on everything else behind that. I was just focused on like, oh yeah, I'm making a video.
Yeah.
Well, the videos ain't stopped because that's just me. You feel what I'm saying? But like now, like, I'm single and, like, I have a lot more freedom, I realize, like, you need to build everything in order to be great. Like, your body, your mind, and your creativity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just talking to my boy Vince. Like, I ain't realized that if I have a better body, if I'm in a better shape, my mind's in better shape.
Yeah.
And then my mind's in better shape, my soul's in better shape.
Yeah, bro.
And then it's like, in order for you to be great, you can't just be good at one thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be great at everything.
You got to build your foundation.
What I notice is, like, especially in your field, if you were to choose to get, like, in a relationship, right? Because how I see it is, like, you are the captain of your ship. Your ship is like your crew.
Yeah.
Right? You have to find somebody who's going to be okay with you not being able to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got your own stuff to do.
Facts.
So if she can't be a co-captain, you know, and, like, play her role, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be, like, mean or anything, but this is just facts. Then you can't, you know, you can't be there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to go down with the ship.
And, like, being single now, I literally just learned that, like, bro, like, being in a relationship, this person is not supposed to make you happy. You're supposed to be already happy with yourself, and they're happy with themselves, and y'all live a happy life together. Like, you're
you
individual.
just become happier.
Yeah, facts. Because, like, before, I'm just like, you know what? Dang, bro, I'm lonely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, boom. So, like, now that I'm lonely, if I get a girl, it'll fix the loneliness. You know what I'm saying? But, like, okay, I'm not lonely anymore, but I'm still, like, not the person I want to be. I don't have the body I want. I don't have the funds I want. There's still all this other stuff, but I'm thinking, like, because
she gonna make you happy. Yeah,
like, you're supposed to be not, but it's like subconsciously like, oh, I have this, so, like, I'm straight, but it's not that, and that's what's causing, and vice versa for them too, and that's what's causing friction. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not happy with yourself, it's gonna like you said, you know, if you don't heal a wound, you're gonna bleed out on everybody else. It's like the same thing, like being in a relationship. So right now, I'm, like, focused on, like, making a life where it's like I'm happy with my life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, like, if someone was to come, they're gonna add on to that. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's like you even have to be a co-captain, even if you have your own boat, and we're sailing in the same direction, we straight.
Yeah.
You know
because she can understand what you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. And not everybody can understand that.
Yeah.
You're a busy man.
You talked about earlier the journal, writing your journal.
Yeah.
And that's something I was looking at again too. What did you start with? Were you just writing, like, you know, thoughts that you're feeling, or, you know, things that happen in your day? Like, what got you to, you know what? Let me start right there. Right.
So, like, with writing, I kind of, like, because I feel like even when I talk, I still can't express myself fully. Or, like, even when in videos and stuff like that, I still can't express my mind fully. So, like, I realized, like, writing, like, when I write it, I'm, like, completely raw. So how I start my page is like, dear God. And I say however I feel, even if I'm upset. Sometimes I be arguing with God. I be like, "Cuz, you really tripping right now. Like, I've been praying for like 3 days." I remember, hey, this is stupid. I remember, like, one time, like, I was praying heavy, like, it was for a test. And, like, I failed it. You know what I'm saying? I failed the test. I went in my journal. I was like, "Hey, God, you playing with me right now?" Or stuff. And, you know, I take it kind of literally, like, bro, like, God is, like, my best friend. God is, like, everything in my life. So he could be, like, my therapist, my best friend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "Hey, God, you really tripping?" Like, da-da-da. And then as I'm writing, it's weird for me. Like, as I'm writing, I'm figuring everything out. And it's like, I'm, like, letting my all out onto the page. And right when I sit, because I always end it with, like, I claim the victory in Jesus' name, amen. Every time I end it, no matter how I started it, every time I end it, and as soon as I finish the amen, it's like, I reread it, I'm like, oh, here's the answer right here. I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? You know how a lot of people say, like, when you're giving advice, you're really giving advice to yourself? It was like the same thing. It's like almost like when I'm writing, I'm like, I'm praying, and I'm also preaching to myself. So it's like, sometimes I'm like cussing out. I'm cussing. Sometimes I'm like, I'm sad. I'm just saying that, bro, I'm sad about this. Sometimes I want something, I'd be like, I want this, da-da-da-da. Or here's my goal, da-da-da-da. Here's how today went. Sometimes I do that. Here's how today went, da-da-da-da. And this was making me feel like da-da-da-da.
That is good, bro.
A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people think that once they pray about something, the next day it's just gonna happen.
Yes.
Like that's not how God works, guys.
Oh my, God is not a genie.
Exactly. God is not a genie. God is not your fairly odd parent. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He is not that. He can give you the tools that you need to succeed, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to use the tools.
Yep.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
keep that in mind whenever you praying. And also don't pray just when you need him. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Facts.
You know,
I'm a victim of that.
Pray when you got it all. When you
doing
balling
that.
and you feeling great about your life at that current moment, still pray because it can all change. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And
That's
it's like, actually, I just had a brain fart. You got it. No, you're right.
Hey, before we get out of here, Mahal, man, we need you give us one character. Give us a character you've been working on. Something. Just go. What we usually do with anybody. Like last week, we did with a rapper. We had him. He gave us a little freestyle, a little something. So. Give us
he about to spit some bars.
It don't gotta be
Vince
bars.
is like, I hope you ready to rap. Yo, son, talk to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, these bars are real. Nah, it's not a character. I would, like, that's why I kind of look up to Jamie Foxx because he can like dive into characters. So
like that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I got a question
I really
for
need
you.
to be on camera.
I got a real life question for you. We were talking about anime earlier, right?
Yeah.
If you had to compare yourself to an anime character, what would it be? Who would it be?
Ooh, dang. It's like I kind of feel like I have like multiple layers.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like Naruto,
Mm-hmm.
Toby, not Obito, but Toby.
There's a big difference, guys. If you don't know, there's a big difference.
Toby, Shikamaru.
I was gonna say that first. I was about to say Shikamaru.
Shikamaru, and Afro Samurai.
The boy said he got heart, he heartless,
Yes,
and
sir.
he's smart as fuck. And he's black. On top of that.
I'm black.
God damn.
Spot on description.
Hey man, let them know where they can find you on social media, man.
You can follow me on Instagram at Funnywallie. There's Funnywallie everything. Just any social media platform, Funnywallie. If you want to add me on Snapchat, is MWALLOCK1. And yeah, man.
Man, thank you for tuning in, bro. It was a real good episode with Mahal, bro.
I appreciate
AKA
you guys
Wally.
for having me, man.
Yes, sir. And we out.
And Double R Podcast, man. If you ain't with it, you're lost.